T minus 5 minutes. T minus 4 minutes. T minus 3 minutes. Minus 2 minutes. T minus 1 minute. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
All right, we'll let everybody start getting in here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope everybody likes my new gear. I got a shirt and stuff too, as well as I got the sweater back here. I even got stuff like this, which is kind of neat. Little mouse pad, kind of neat. But anyways, we're just gonna wait until we get a couple guys in here. We got a couple. Yo, yo, yo. Okay, so basically, what was supposed to be happening today is we were gonna have Jeremiah, the ride of a lifetime, basically in the corner, basically, to kind of help with the chat, as well as being part of this live. We just couldn't get it to work, unfortunately. So, next time, obviously. Yeah, it's, you know, part of doing these things that you kind of have some issues, right? But anyways, okay, so how I'm going to do this is I'm going to start with basically giving everyone a kind of like an update of what's going on with the channel. That's going to be the first things. Then I'm going to actually go through the questions that I've gotten emailed and sent to me. Then I'm going to actually go through question period that I'm going to be starting to look at like the chat and stuff like that. So I'm not actually going to be going through the chat while I'm going. That way I kind of keep on the actual questions and stuff like that. So if you have to, or if you want to ask a question, put it down. I will look through it at the end of it, but we're good to go. Okay, so what is new and updated to the whole slight moto thing? Okay, so obviously you can tell I have some gear now. That shop has been live. A couple people have actually been interested in it. Actually, I tested out a couple things, so I'm going to show you kind of some of the things. So obviously the mouse pad. I have a couple different shirts. I have this one here, and that it's Slight Moto in the back as well, but in the gray. I also have shirts, and of course with the "Hello, my name is awesome." There it is. The "Hello, my name is awesome," as well as of course the Slight Moto in the back. Okay, so there's that. I have a couple hoodies. I have a couple like little gears and stuff like that. Hoodie's actually pretty nice, pretty soft. Again, I have colored ones as well as just grayed. And of course it has a "Hello, my name is awesome" as well. So we're going to put that there for now. But yeah, so again, check out the channel or check out the shop. I do have through the live stream as well as for the rest of the weekend kind of thing. I am going to close it down on Sunday, but there is a 10% discount off of anything that you want to buy from the store. We can actually show you. Right there. Okay, so that'll help you on there so you can see that. That's just my screen. That will kind of show you exactly what we have going on with the store. It's kind of unique. There's a bunch of things that you can get, a couple different options and whatever. And then of course it goes down to the YouTube stuff and all of the other like stuff that you can do. It's actually a pretty neat little thing. Secondly, so that is that for the store. The next thing is the Patreon. Again, it's something that if you want to support the channel or if you can support the channel, that's a way you can do it. Again, no pressure. Again, if you want to do it, great. Just again, there's a couple different menu options or whatever. You can pick whatever you want if you are willing to do so. We are going to close that down. All right. Okay, so that is pretty much the updates as far as that goes. We are going to start going into the questions. So the questions that we have right now is I have 8. We're going to go through them. Then, of course, I am going to come back to the questions that you have in the chat. So if you have a question and you think I'm ignoring you, I'm actually not. I'm just going to go through the questions that have been sent in first. Just keeps it cleaner, right? Okay, so the first question that I got, and I need to do a better job at actually recording people's names, but the first thing that I got was accessories that I recommend. Now, the problem that I ended up having with this question, and I tried to break it down, um, there is really no correct answer to that, minus the staples, right? So, again, I personally like things that make it comfortable and things that are more useful on the bike, right? So storage, if you can, or if you need storage, again, saddlebags and stuff is an option. I have a couple things to talk about on that as well, but that'll be afterwards. Um, there's a bunch of things, whatever. So basically, like the typical like, seat, what they call is the touch position. So seat, your foot pegs, your bars, your seat position. Those are kind of things that you kind of want to address. If you're riding short distances versus long distances, there's a bunch of things. And then of course you want to look at things like your quad lock, stuff like that. Kind of an easy way to put Navi on the bike, right? But I mean, again, questions or concerns as far as that goes, you can always send it through to me, and I will answer to the best of my ability, obviously. Okay. So next question I ended up having was a really weird one, actually. But there's a guy from actually California that sent me this one. How can I get you to work on my bike? Well, unfortunately, I'm nowhere near California, so uh, that's not really an option. I do work on a few people's bikes, but I am not a shop. Slight Moto is not a shop, so I do it from myself, right? So I do it as a standalone guy, right? So if you're in local area, we could talk. But besides that, I mean, there's not much I can do as far as that goes. I'm not going to get people trailering their bikes to me. I mean, it's going to cost you more money to do it that way than to do anything else. Okay, so third question actually was kind of interesting as well. Projects in the works regarding they said sponsors. Now, I don't typically have what they call sponsors. I have companies that I work with. And I mean, if I like them, you'll see the video, right? Or if I like the product. It has nothing to do with them personally, right? And I've touched that a few times. But I mean, at the end of the day, there are a couple things that I have in the works. A storage option for the 300 and 500 actually. Pretty interested actually. I'm very happy with what it is, but I do not have the video finished yet, so unfortunately you're not going to have that yet. But as far as that goes, I have a couple other emails out to other companies. If okay, so basically people have asked me questions. So I've asked, like for example, Red Dragon. I was asked a question regarding the Red Dragon and the 1100 with crash guards. I am waiting for a response back from them. I might be working with them, maybe. Again, it's in the works. I don't know whether or not they'll actually pick me up or not. But at the end of the day, like I am just a small YouTube guy, right? So, okay. So next question was toolkits. What to have in it? Now, again, like the accessories, that is kind of subjective. By that I mean it depends on what you're doing, right? And if you're even able to work on the bike, right? So like it's kind of silly to have a bunch of tools if you don't know what to do with them, right? But that being said, it's still a better option to have something with you. But typical things like maintenance things, like chain stuff, like cleaner, lube, if you're going to go anywhere at any length of time, is smart to do that. Tire patch kits, you can get like little inflators, that actually works quite well as well. But these are all things that are going to take up storage space, and the Rebel stock form doesn't have storage, right? So there's not much you can really do with that unless you're going to start doing, adding a bunch of bags and stuff on the bike. Okie dokie. So again, and I'm actually going to make a video on that as well, just to kind of help kind of see what people are kind of interested in and what kind of works, right? Where you can put it, what your options are, that type of thing. Okay, so the next one is the gear I use and why. It was a weird question because he was going on about do you not wear gear? Do you ride without gear? Stuff like that. Now, me, I'm a gear guy. I like gear. I think it's silly not to. You can be the best rider in the world, but unfortunately, you cannot control everyone. There is always the chance that you're going to go down on the bike, and I would much rather the jacket or the helmet or whatever to take the brunt of it than me, right? So it's a good option to get at least like a leather jacket or some sort of jacket that has some like elbow, shoulder, back protector, some abrasion, obviously. You don't want to go out in tank top and sandals. But at the end of the day, full face helmet, I'm pretty keen on that. The little brain buckets like the Harley dudes wear, I mean, that's not gonna help you. Like, it's like a person that's kind of like, I wanna ride, but I don't want to ride the helmet, but I have to, so therefore I'm gonna put something there to say I have something on, right? It doesn't really do much. Especially when I read an article on it, actually a study on it, and you typically have like basically your jaw and stuff is what he hits first. Well, at least you have the brain covered, right? So I mean, it's not gonna be good, right? But anyways, gloves again, spare no expense on this stuff, guys. Like, if you do go down, you're gonna want something to protect you, and you also want something that's comfortable that you're gonna be wearing all the time, right? So good riding boots or shoes, should be wearing something like that as well. And yes, riding pants, there are a lot of options and stuff, but I mean, I just started wearing riding pants last year, so I used to wear jeans. Jeans really don't do much, but it's better than, shorts. But okay, so the next thing was actually charity events. What charity events that I'm going to be going to, and what ones I suggest. Now, again, that's a question more for local guys. But I mean, if you're close enough, you're more the merrier, right? I typically go to like 2-3 minimum. The Lansdowne, which is for kids and stuff with mental illness and physical illnesses. And then I also go on to the Ride for Dad, which is I think they call it, like down in the States and stuff, they call it the Distinguished Gentleman Ride or whatever. It's for prostate cancer, right? There is a new one coming up, I think, in Guelph for men's health that I might be going to that one as well. Not completely sure on that one yet, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be there. I'm still waiting for the details and stuff on that. But yeah, I go to anything that I can do it. I got things to do as well, right? So if I can't go there, I mean, there's not much I can do about it, right? Kind of a related question as far as that goes is future rides this summer, and are you going to come to the United States? That was a weird question on politics and stuff. I'm not going to bring politics to my channel. That is not smart, and it is what it is. Yes, I'm going to be going down to the States. Like, I don't know why anybody would not, but as far as that goes, I typically go to 2 in the States. I go to the Life of Birch meet, which is in Annapolis, Maryland. I don't know when that's coming, but we'll know probably a couple weeks beforehand. And then Jeremiah's, and I don't know if he wants me to let everyone know that yet. But that was a question that I was asked, and actually they did ask about Jeremiah's meet, which is interesting. But that's good because it actually gives people information to the community, right? So again, that's one thing that's really good for this community. The Rebel 1100, the Rebel 500, the Rebel 300, pretty much the Honda guys. They're very in depth with kind of helping each other, which is why I like them, right? So anyways, I can. Well, why don't you post it down? I did see that comment. So you can post in the description the date. Well, he already did. I seen it. So his meet is July 12th for his meetup. And so, yeah, set that on your calendar because you are going to enjoy that meet. It's actually a fantastic ride. Very good spot in the country. A lot of nice roads and stuff. And a really, really cool place to hang out, right? So, again, really, really good channel. But, yeah. If you haven't liked and subscribed, do that for him. The last question actually I got was kind of interesting. Upcoming videos. Now I do have, I'm a little obsessive. I have a spreadsheet on videos all the way up until I think September. So now that doesn't mean that they're videoed and recorded, but I do have ideas and plans on what we're going to go through. So that's kind of, I typically kind of keep that closer to the chest kind of thing, but I do have a Rebel 1100 right now that I'm working on. I have a 500 that will be coming in next week that I'm going to be doing a bunch of stuff on. I also have mine that I have a couple things to do, and that will be coming up. It's actually the 1100. I'm going to hint this one. This is actually pretty cool. I did post this on the Patreon stuff already. If you know Baja Designs, it's typically like Jeep guys and Harley Davidsons and stuff like that. These lights are like literally the power of the sun. It's remarkable. It's so nice. But yeah, he ended up doing an LP6 to his, and he was really, really, really nice to actually send me the LP4 actually. So I'll be doing a video on the LP4 to the Rebel 500, and I'll be doing the LP6 to the 1100. I did have, I have to make a bracket for the 1100 kit. It should work for the 500 as well, but I'm going to confirm all that stuff beforehand. But I will be adding that to the shop if people are interested in it. But we are going to be making it so then it's something that it's now an option for the Rebel guys, right? Because it's not an option at this point. I don't think anybody's actually done it yet. So I've never seen it yet. So I could be wrong, right? But that's pretty much that. Again, like I said before, there is the sponsorship / partnership kind of thing that I have that I'll be working with as far as storage. That will be also another video. I also have a lot of maintenance type stuff, cable, like cable adjustments, lubrications, stuff like that. And again, this is a perfect time to tell you guys, if you do have any questions or concerns or videos that you'd like me to make, let me know. Either email me. The email is in the channel description. It is also easy enough just to post like you see a video, you post at the bottom of it. Again, if I have time or if I have the ability or the chance basically to be able to do that, I'm actually going to start. I'll do that, right? Obviously. Okay. So, anyways, so what? I just dropped my phone. Anyways, so basically what that is pretty much that. I'm going to start going through some of the actual the questions and stuff, and we'll go from there. So blah 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 blah. Okay. My hat, my shirt, my water bottle. Yes, Rick, you did actually pick up a bunch of stuff too. It's actually really good gear, man. I'm actually pretty impressed with that type of stuff. Ride a Lifetime also does have a channel a shop for his channel, and he has a couple things, a couple videos in the works too that I'm actually waiting for. I'm really excited for his. Again, I don't know if I'm allowed to tell him, but basically something he's doing for the bags. Let's just say that. It's really cool. I'm really excited to see how that works out for him. Blah, 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 blah. Of course, Rob is now Squid Life for life. Okay. Rebel 500 weeks ago. Okay, Pedro. And learned a lot with your videos. Thank you so much. Big hug from Portugal. Wow, thanks, man. From Portugal. That's really cool, man. Thank you, thank you. Blah, 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 blah. Ducati leathers. Okay, so, sorry, bear with me. I'm just kind of going through it. Blah, blah, blah. Rebel 1100 with more Mafia's ECU tune. Okay. I have heard really good things about that, although it does start burning more fuel. But that doesn't mean that that's a bad thing. A better tune doesn't mean that it's going to burn less, right? If that makes sense. So typically with more performance, you burn more fuel unless the mixture's so lean it's dumping fuel, right? So depending on what you're doing, but I've never heard a bad thing about them, minus the first one that they did, the ECU needed to be replaced. But again, that's a fluke, and that's just kind of growing pains, right? So that's perfectly fine. Tuesday, convincing your wife. I'll be the wife to trade in the Rebel 500 for the Translap. Oh wow, okay. The Translap's actually a pretty interesting bike too. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that actually. Although you should keep the 500. The Rebel 500 is bulletproof, right? You don't need to worry about the 500 because it's very, very solid of a bike, right? How do you put a Springer front end on the Rebel 1100? That's a very simple question. You don't. Rob. An idiot question for you. There's no such thing as an idiot question. But does anyone have GPS on your Rebel? Because I put one on mine, and in 20 minutes, okay, and never make sure it was all good. Yeah, okay, so pretty much like there's actually a Navi unit. I don't remember what the company is, but there is a Navi unit that will be going on the 500 that I have coming in next week. So that video will be eventually posted. As far as me, I just use my phone. So I relocated my gauge to the side. Again, I have videos and stuff on all that, and now my phone is literally right in the middle, and I can use my phone for GPS, right? Blah, 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 blah. You know what, we're going to do this. Well, we're not going to do that. Anyways, okay, so basically, I hate all these phrases in Spanish. Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, there's lots and lots of videos, and I can't just post them all at the same time. That's kind of silly, right? Because then nobody would have any videos like the next couple months. But anyways, the fan of water cooler. I'm not sure what you're trying to say there, but okie dokie. Let's go from here. I might do the ECU at one point, debating whether I actually have the money or not. I mean, I don't, but smiles for miles. I mean, it's called responsibility. I love camping off my bike, so it makes more sense for me. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's a good bike too, right? The Translap is a really, really cool bike. Garmin is usually a huge name for Moto GPS. Quad lock plus Android photo. Yeah, exactly. So basically how I look at it is if you have a phone, you have GPS. But I do understand, like, a lot of people don't like their phones being rained on. So, I mean, you can get a GPS that's constantly powered. There's no point of actually having to hook up your phone specifically. That makes it work. But joined late. Where's Jeremiah? Yes. Okay. So I'll explain that again. So unfortunately, Jeremiah and me couldn't get the video working. Unfortunately, so he is in the chat. I do apologize for that. That was a bummer, but yeah, he was supposed to help out. But, we couldn't handle him for whatever. Okay, so pretty much, I'm gonna just, that is the question period as far as that goes. I've done that. The information for the shop, the Patreon, the questions that you ended up going. Again, doesn't mean that you can't ask questions at the end of this. You can. I will get to it. He's just quiet. So at the end of it, we can you can just start asking questions, whatever, and I will get to it afterwards. It will be posted up later. Oil leaks on the 500. I think you mentioned a while back, what's the fix? Thicker oil. Again, it depends on what oil you are or that you're using. So the OEM does, I think they say 530, I think is what they said. I've updated, or I've upped the weight. It's in one of my videos. And that was actually not me making that choice. That was Honda, actually. Honda told me that that's actually a common thing, that they recommend a higher weight even though the manual says not, which is kind of silly. But yeah. And Sinister, of course, saying stuff that doesn't make sense. I don't know what Flyers are, but I think they're a hockey team. They're not very good. Question about the... Portugal usually car track, so they have a locator in the ignition. Kind of strange. The Rebel heat a bit, and the fan would just start crazy. Possibly all good. All right. Okay, dookie. All right. I mean, that's it. I'm gonna close it up here. It's a short and sweet one today. And if you guys want to ask questions, whatever, again, put it at the end of the thing, and we will close that up. So thank you very much for joining. Thanks for watching. And thanks to the Patreon supporters. It is very helpful to the channel. I do appreciate everybody watching the videos as well. Please like or subscribe any video that I have. It's very helpful. And we're going... Lego build. Maybe we'll do Lego build. But anyways, gentlemen, I am out. Thank you very much, guys.